For all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
The Supreme Court has decided to allow the annual Jagannath Rath Yatra in Puri district of Odisha to take place after the centre moved the Supreme Court on Monday. The procession will now take place on Tuesday without the attendance of the general public. The Apex Court also made it clear that the court will hold the right to cancel or stop the procession at any given point if it feels that rules are not being followed if the procession goes out of hands. Complete shutdown in Puri district imposed from 9 p.m. today till Wednesday at 2 p.m. Union Home Minister Amit Shah reacted on the Supreme Court verdict on permitting the Puri Jagannath Rath Yatra. The minister said that the entire nation was delighted by Supreme Court decision to ensure Jagannath Rath Yatra goes on. Shah said that it was a special day for everyone, particularly the people of Odisha as well as devotees. Indian and Chinese military commanders held a second round of talks to ease tensions at the contested border on Monday as the public mood hardened in India for military and economic riposte to China following the worst clash in over 5 decades. Corps commanders from both sides met in Moldo on the Chinese side of the line of actual control, the de facto border dividing Ladakh region from the Chinese-held Aksai Chin high in the western Himalayas. India and China may engage in diplomatic talks soon. Earthquake of 5.3 magnitude hit Mizoram at 4:10 a.m. The quake's epicenter was at Zokhawthar on the India-Myanmar border, and the tremors were also felt across the state adjoining Manipur and Myanmar. Meanwhile, an earthquake of magnitude 3.6 on Richter scale hit parts of Odisha on Monday afternoon. The tremors occurred in the Kasipur area of Rayagada district in Odisha at 4:40 p.m. today. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, in a statement on the Ladakh clash in which 20 soldiers were killed, said the Prime Minister must always be mindful of the implications of his words. The former Prime Minister also said the Prime Minister and the government must rise to the occasion to ensure justice for the 20 Jawans who made the ultimate sacrifice and resolutely defended our territorial integrity. Meanwhile, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi also hit out at China for praising Modi over his statements on the India-China standoff. The CBSE is likely to inform the Supreme Court on Tuesday about its decision on conducting the pending Class 10 and 12 board exams, which were postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The parents have said in the plea that students could be exposed to COVID-19 infection if they appear for exams amid an increase in the number of cases. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday left for a 3-day visit to Russia to attend the ceremonies associated with the 75th anniversary of the Soviet victory over Germany in the Second World War. He is expected to ask Moscow to urgently supply spares required by the Indian military against the backdrop of tensions with China. Singh will likely ask Russia to supply the spares needed for Indian fighter jets, tanks, and a submarine to be dispatched by air rather than by ship to cut short the time taken for the transfer. There is some good news for Indians. Medicines showing promising results to treat coronavirus. While Glenmark Pharmaceuticals has launched Favipiravir under the brand name FabiFlu for treatment of mild to moderate cases of COVID-19, Cipla and Hetero Labs have received approvals from the Drug Controller General of India to launch generic versions of Remdesivir under the brand names Cipremi and Covifor respectively. Remdesivir and Favipiravir are two of the 130 drugs under experimentation worldwide to treat COVID-19. India on Monday added 14,821 new COVID-19 cases, pushing the infection tally to 4,25,282, while the death toll rose to 13,699 with 445 new fatalities as per the Union Health Ministry data. The country registered over 10,000 cases for the 11th day in a row. The number of recoveries also continued to surge, with 2,37,195 patients cured so far, while there were 1,74,387 active cases. In the last 24 hours, a total of 9,440 COVID-19 patients have recovered, taking the recovery rate to 55.77%.